toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Fights off a defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Across the 25. Powers through. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off by the defender. He's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Here's the handoff. Finding open area. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. A designed run for the quarterback. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's O'Leary. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. And it's no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. And what a big play here, and the return takes him back inside the 25.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Lost a throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's O'Leary. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up 14 over Mississippi State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Direct snap, finding an escape route. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it, and some room to work. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat. Still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Toss sweep right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Makes a connection. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling right and going deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless he's looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Garrison. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. After the run, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the fourth quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
Using his feet. Slithers into space. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 21 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And here's the pick. And, oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road